Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing part 2 of the Freya house. Right now we are working on my deer mount, and today specifically we're working on the wooden spikes that the mount sits on. Well, the deer sits on, and it's the mount, okay? It's the mount, I know. I'm getting this all confused. Freya seems to have killed a deer, skinned the deer, and she has, well, put it on a mount. And so that's what I'm making right now. I'm going through and I'm mainly just using scale, rotate, extrude, all these things, and just trying to make it look organic and sit in the way that it does with the reference image. I'm going to have the image just a little bit bigger on this right hand side so you can see what the ultimate goal is to look like. And because I'm a perfectionist, I really try to make sure that I'm not being too nitpicky on some of these things, because like I always like to say, the world is run on good enough, and all I need is good enough, because this is not a focal point of the scene. It is something that kind of sits in the background. So I don't need to go too hard on this, you know? I just need to get it done. It needs to look good. So right now I'm taking it into sculpt, and I was thinking about adding some texture onto it, but like I said before, I don't really need that because it's not the focal point. So it did take me a moment to figure out, don't go too crazy, just kind of extrude out some little branches that are coming off the side and using the grab tool and all those things. So right now I am just getting it all ready. You can see I tried adding a rope onto that and thought, that's going too much, going too hard, and now I'm making it look a little more organic in this way. This is definitely going to be a model that's going to have to be optimized later on when I take it into Unreal or Unity, but that is something that I'm going to go over tomorrow. I'm going to have a video of that and just optimizing these and creating my UV unwraps and getting it ready to take into Substance Painter and getting it ready to be painted, textured, all those cool things that make it look really badass. So right now I'm just making it look cool when it comes to the model, and tomorrow becomes more of the technical stuff. So make sure you follow that and you're keeping up with my series, because it's going really cool. Like, I love how this whole project is turning out. I'm gonna link it in the top right hand corner at the end of this video so you can go check out my stream and my later one. So right here I'm kind of joining everything together, saving, copying, and I'm going to take it over into the deer head scene that I made yesterday. Here's a scene bringing it in. It looks really fucking cool all together. I went to go grab the deer head and found out, oh my god, all the pieces are moving in different locations, so I joined it together, and now I'm just kind of scaling it, rotating it, and making sure it's being placed on the mount in the way that I like. The only thing I would like to say is that I probably would go back and make the head a little bit smaller. It's a little too big for my liking on this, on the mount. Right now I'm just like, wow, this looks fantastic. So I'm going around and pressing render mode and playing with lights and stuff, so that's what you're seeing at this moment. But now I'm like, okay, back to work. Now I need to make my cloth that falls on top of the mount itself. So I'm going, subdividing, I'm adding a cloth physic onto it with collision, and then I'm going to go into my mount itself. I'm going to add a collision onto that one as well, and we are going to bake in all of these settings on our mount and our cloth, which is our plane. So once I press play and we see everything go, I can stop it in the location that I want it, and I can work with it in that area. Baking takes about a minute or two, so be a little patient. It's totally worth it. This is the easiest way I found to make cloth. Now we're going to press play, et voila! Look at that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I love how it looked. I was so impressed by this. I love where it kind of falls and drapes against this mount, and thought this is the perfect location. Now I'm going in, I'm going to click the cloth, and I'm going to add a solidify modifier. This is just to make the cloth look a little more heavier and dense and give it a little more weight. Now that we have it here, we're pretty much good. I don't need to go any further with this model other than tomorrow and optimizing it and making to where I can bring it into a game engine and not crash the entire scene every time I load it in. So this is gearing up to be the end of the video. I just want to show you a cool little render that I took. This is what I took today of it. Oh, it looks so creepy, doesn't it? I love it. This is going to be really cool. So I'm really excited to use this model in my project. I'm going to take the head and mount it on the walls. I'm going to use this for the mount on the side of the floor. But keep up with my series. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye, guys.